We continue our lecture here on psychoneuroenergetics, now from Miami. I'm Dr. Octavio Pino, and as I mentioned in the previous lectures, I am the integrator of psychoneuroenergetics. Like the name says, psycho deals with the mind, neuro with the neurological system, both the brain and the acupuncture points and the meridians from the ancient Chinese medicine, as well as energy. We are energy, light, and information, and our experiments that we have done in Europe, in Russia with Dr. Korovkov, have proven that with the development of the GDV camera, the gas discharge camera. Now, we do have two hemispheres in our brain. We have two computers in our brain. We have the quantum computer, which is the right hemisphere, and the linear computer, which is the left hemisphere. Primarily, the left hemisphere processes information linearly. That is to say, in terms of bits, 1 or 0, A or B. And this is the computer that we use for mathematics. We use it also for linguistics and for any linear type of processing. The right hemisphere, on the other hand, processes information in parallel, processes information circularly, and also processes information in spiral form. And it is the quantum computer, the computer we know very little about, because we're now developing quantum computers with our technology. Now, this quantum computer doesn't process information in terms of A or B. It can be A, it can be B, it can be C, it can be D, it can be a whole gamut of possibilities. It is the quantum world there. Now, between the two computers, we have the corpus callosum, which is the tissue that connects the right with the left hemisphere. And psychoneuroenergetics aims at integrating the brain functions. In other words, what we try to do with psychoneuroenergetics is integrate quantum physics and neurology with spirituality. Now, spirituality doesn't really mean here religion. It means exactly what it says, spirituality, being connected to the source energy, which is the energy from which we all emanate. And we have to have an understanding that, that we ourselves are energy. We are energy, light, and information in a very dense form in our body, but we're not our body. We are not our mind. We are something beyond that. And that something that we are beyond is energy. Some psychologists and some religious people call it spirit or soul, but in reality we are energy. Energy is understood to be just that, energy. And we come from a source energy, and we're part of a source energy. And we can always connect to the source energy. And if we are aligned, if we are connected to the source energy, we can actually gather all the information that is out there in the universe, and it can really come through us. In fact, the phenomenon of mediumship is a phenomenon that is quite well known. I've worked with several mediums, I should say, Brazzo, Masajadi, John of God, people who I have done research using the MRI and the electroencephalogram, and they have allowed me to test their brain functions, and we have located with them a particular area between the occipital and temporal lobe that for search of a better term, we call it the God circuit, which allows them to get in touch with parallel universes. Now, when we're talking about parallel universes, you have to understand a little bit of quantum physics. The quantum physicists have already postulated several parallel universes, not just one, but as many as 11. And one of those universes is the non-physical universe. The non-physical universe, in fact, determines the physical world, even though we think it's the opposite. And it is through this capacity that these mediums have, like John of God or Masajadi or Brazzo, that they are capable of connecting and downloading information from parallel universes, and one of those parallel universes is the non-physical universe. This is how they're able to do the healings that they're able to perform on their patients or clients, and they've been quite successful with some of these healings. And we've been studying them for the last few years to develop our science, to determine the scientific basis for the healing that we sometimes call spiritual healing, or we really want to call it integrated psychoneuroenergetic healing, because they use both the right and left hemisphere and the connections, the creation of new neurological connections through, of course, the change in the belief system. Because energy is manifested also as thoughts. Thoughts are energy. And when I believe it's only a thought that you keep thinking. So when a person goes through a shift in beliefs, and the healing becomes then possible. The self-healing, because in reality no one actually heals anyone. What happens is that some of these healers, what they do is they develop the capacity, or they enhance the capacity of the human body to heal itself. I will continue some of these lectures on psychoneuroenergetics and the integration of spirituality with quantum physics and neurology in the future as people are interested in the topic. Thank you very much. This is Dr. Octavio Pino for psychoneuroenergetics.